The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Some space here, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second down now after the pass completion. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Let's go! 3-19! They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Let's go! 3-19! He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Let's go! 3-19! Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it, and they will take over at at the 29-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And they give this time to the tailback. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week. Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 101 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, past the 20. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown. Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's Morgan. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
first down. He'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
As they run the counter play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. As they run the counter play. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard. Had a drive going and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, that's Morgan, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll drop the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Jaguars just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. Ellerby's going to cough up the football here. Steelers with the ball midway through the second. Kitchen's going to get the quarterback here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. First and 10. James is going to take down the QB here. This will go as a loss of 5. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Morgan. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Let's go! Blue landed!
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And he slides to avoid the hit. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Let's go. Check. Green 39. Green 39.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And the Steelers on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you'd love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And avoids the contact by sliding. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch. But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a high kick and hit pretty well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And oh, it coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. The Jaguars getting set to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now out come the Steelers. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Time running out here on the play clock. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Parsons, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.